and die felon. That's 10 toes down, lace up your chucks and grab your weapon. I'm reppin' for my section, my mom big steppin', hype gang. If he visit the turf and he ain't checkin', he ain't gang, he just riding the wave. Another cow about to find him a grave. It's 10 again. This is for the gangsters. Shout out to the gangsters. Postman posted with them gangsters. My homies be on gang time. All my homies throwing gang signs. I keep it real, I cannot fake mine. This is for the gangsters. Shout out to the gangsters. Postman posted with them gangsters. My homies be on gang time. All my homies throwing gang signs. I keep it real, I cannot fake mine. You know.
Shout out to the Mailroom Nation. Shout out to the Mailroom Goons. I am Professor Melly Mill, the Hood Postman. I'm here today with the BAM. Y'all know what it is. He come to get that perspective. He come to get that real knowledge and information that you all crave and die for. Not necessarily die. Don't put it in that terms, but you know what I mean.
Please don't.
We got the BAM in the house today. And we bring the BAM because we had a couple perspectives that run across our ears and our eyes, and it was in regards to 4800. But before we get started on the 4800 thing, Bam, I want to acknowledge that the city councils that disrespected everybody, not only black people, but they disrespected brown people, for them to sit up there and disrespect that man and his 2-year-old son and call the little boy a monkey and tell him
that's
one lady, you know, she
when I
let me finish. She supposed to, hold on, man. Let me finish. She's supposed to be a leader of the community, and she's talking about taking the little boy around the corner and beating him and dropping him off. Go ahead, Bam. Talk to us about it.
Right there. When I heard that and saw it, it didn't surprise me, man. And this is what black folks really need to, because I ain't no racist. So this is what black folks need to understand. Our parents never told us to hate nobody because of different color of their skin. Racism comes from within the household, man. It starts at home. The parents teach them that. Hey, she just got beside herself. She's not a leader, Melly Mel. That's a fucking job. Yes. She ain't no leader. She just getting a nice piece of money. And that's why she called that boy a monkey. You feel me? She thought she was getting so much money, she can say what the fuck she want to say and keep a job. You feel me? Leaders is like OGs. This is title earned, not just given, brother. You know what I mean? Because you're in a position where you can lead, don't make you a leader. Not trying to throw that, saw that what you were saying, but no, watch this, man. My homeboy, I stopped at my homeboy house before I came to work. He said, man, that lady
that's
called
why
you
I say
monkey.
Supposed to be a leader, man.
Yeah. He said, that lady called you a monkey. So I got mad at him. I said, man, I don't play that shit. He said, I said, man, my first fight in elementary, motherfucker called me a monkey. I whooped his ass, hit him with the chair at elementary school, right? My mama came up there, she finna whoop my ass. She said, what you was fighting in school? I said, he called me a monkey. So he was talking about you. My mama ain't had no animal. You feel me? I took off on him. So you got it's a trip, man. How everybody can disrespect us as well as we disrespect our motherfucking self. Don't nobody know how to want to stand up to face the injust shit, but always pointing fingers at everybody else when they see some bullshit goes on in our community. That's the fucked up part for me. You feel me? Same with the American Busters.
But so let's put it. We're gonna address American Cholo definitely. But let's put a little context to exactly what the lady said. I want to just do that right quick, and then we'll move on because we got a lot of irons in the fire today. Here's what she said.
During which she used a vile racist slur to refer to the child of a fellow council member. This happened in a conversation about redistricting and the possible impact on communities of color. CNN's Nick Watt reports on the growing fallout from these remarks as calls intensify for her to step down from the council altogether.
Mike Bonin is an LA City Council member and father to a young black son. Last year they went to an MLK Day parade. City Council President Nuri Martinez had some issues.
It's like black and brown on this float, and then there's this white guy with this little black kid who's misbehaved. The kid is bouncing off the effing walls on the floor, practically tipping it over. There's nothing you can do to control him.
Translation, little monkey.
They're raising him like a little white kid, which I was like, This kid needs a beat down. Like, let me take him around the corner and then I'll bring him back.
Bonin tweeted that Martinez attacked our son with horrific racist slurs and talked about her desire to physically harm him. It's vile, abhorrent, and utterly disgraceful.
He should lose her job, period. Her job, and anybody that was condoning that should lose their job.
No, what's good? Not only supposed to lose her job, she threatened his life. She's supposed to go to jail. That's a terrorist threat. That's a felony.
Right.
That's a strikable offense. That's what people supposed to be howling for. You feel me? Charleston White want to snitch on people. Shit, he need to be talking about that today, even though he in Texas. That's how I look at it. You feel me? But people in position of power think they can get away with saying anything they want to a black person, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You know what I'm saying?
I think this country condones it because every other group of people that come to this country is almost like it's woven into the fabric that where they get to disrespect black people, and it's nothing said or done about it until we step up and do something about it. It's up to us what we gonna do about it. But nonetheless, fam, let's get on to what we here for, man. We come to talk because there's so many misconceptions and so much commentary about 4800 in county jail, and you know how the Crips ran the jail and nobody else. So I want to first let me hear what I want to give a couple of your words. I'm gonna put a couple of your words in there, and then we're gonna get to it because I want you to remember exactly how you said it.
Crips and Mexicans never got into it. Crips never robbed them. But understand this: the reason they was organized is because one simple factor. They fell up under Emmy structure. The Emmy law, when you go to jail and you're a Sereno, the Emmy law is the protocol. You're going to follow their law or you're going to get dealt with. All right, what made Bloods, Crips and Hispanics get into it? Watch this. Did nobody start tripping on Crips in the county jail until they created 4800. Now the Crips ain't deep on the main line. A lot of us didn't want to go to 4800 because we didn't want to get labeled with that being a gang member. Tell me, man. A lot of Crips and Bloods was something else. Bloods wasn't hiding in the county. Just if you knew a Blood, we was gang banging. You went at that, right? Like, let me show you what I'm saying. UBN started in the county. Peabody created that in 22, 24. 21, 23, I was across the hall, right? But Peabody created UBN in the county, right? That's where a lot of Bloods was going to. They wasn't hiding in the county. Crips wasn't pressuring everybody that went in the county. Yes, we went at dot moves. We was gang banging, right? American Cholos say this. Oh, Crips was this and Crips was that. Listen to me. He spoke facts on certain shit. What I'm telling you was, once they created 4800, when they first created the Crip module in LA County, Crips was wearing gray. So they made us targets. Because now you know who we are. So 9 out of 10, we was going around, we be cuffed up. So people gonna rush us. Watch this. Then they created 4700. The small Crip sets went in there. They was on 2 rows. The other side was Hispanics, Mexicans, Chicanos, whatever you want to say, right? 4300 was created for the dot moves. When American Cholos sit up and say 50-year-old Crips bring prison politics to the street, that's bullshit. I'm here to tell you. When Crips and dot moves get released from prison, they bring prison politics to the streets. They only take it to their own neighborhood.
So, Bam, my question to you is: it's factual that, and it's just my opinion, you don't have to share it. I believe that the 4800 was created as an intelligence gathering. Secondly, I believe that it also helped the other people, like, say, for instance, Hispanics and whites, because here's what the law enforcement does. When law enforcement feel that their people can't win and they need an edge, they will interject and create something to distract black people and put them in a box, so to speak.
I'm gonna elaborate something just like that on that.
Okay.
Watch this, man. That dude was saying Crips ran the county. Watch this, Melly Mel. When I first went to the county and Raymond then was coming through that big and Heron then was in there, Sumar Marcellus was there taking. It wasn't like that. Crips got buck wild in the county in the 80s, maybe like 81 to whatever they opened up 4800. They opened up 4800. They really opened it up in 83. Started putting people in the margin. It was a safe haven for Crips, but the police said, well, let's get this gang is getting, they starting to come to jail. The Crips is coming to jail now. Let's put them away. Maybe these Woods and these Mahindas, they can handle themselves better. But blacks wasn't never tripping on Mexicans in the county. Watch this, man. Mexicans was robbing white boys in the county too. See, that American Cholo just be popping it, man. I'm gonna tell you something else. How the fuck was the Crips running the county jail when they created the Marju in 83? And half of these dudes younger than us, Melly Mel, is 5 to 10 years younger than me and you. They wasn't even running on the main line. The OSS was going around looking for Crips to put them in 4800. 4800 should have did us a favor, brought unity to us, but it did Crips as well as Damoos in 4300 a disfavor, but no unity. You feel me? But you get
let me interject this though, Bam. Let me interject this. Wouldn't the county jail would have been more regulated if they had left the Crips and both the Crips and Bloods on the floor? Because in my opinion and yours as well, it weakened the county jail in regards to our people. Because they put the soldiers in captivity, locked them up, locked them away.
Watch this, man. Hell yeah, it would have worked. I say about 88, 89, the Crips and Blood shit would have stopped in the county because it's not going on there now. It's going on with certain neighborhoods that let them youngsters fight head up, right? They think that's cool. But just like a lot of Crips and Bloods that wasn't under paperwork, CCO, Blue Note, UB and the BL, they didn't want us to come in them gang marches because they knew we was coming with some structure.
Well, that's part of the police plan too, because if you guys come in, you're a disruption.
And you watch this. When I went to 4800 the first time, they used to put you in Baker 1. You go in the cell, you got to go talk to OSS. As soon as I went in there, man, oh, what's up, little Scurry? The CCO, you going to high power, chief. You feel me? They didn't want certain CCOs in there. Now, some could go in there, but the ones they felt might have a little bit of influence, because what they was afraid of, Melly Mel, the police was, they knew CCOs fight the police. That's what they didn't want. What American Cholo don't seem to get is prison politics don't come to the streets, man. The only way black Crips and Bloods bring prison politics to the streets is trying to get their individual sets back together. They trying to eliminate some bullshit.
Shout out to OG. He saved formed a lot of relationships.
You feel me? And what's up, G? Listen to me. So they trying to establish some form of relation, some form of structure in the neighborhood where let's stop hating on each other and let's all come together, right? Because it's a trip, man. Crips can live with each other all day in the penitentiary and don't trip on each other. You don't have some misunderstandings. Like this dude tried to say they smart. Watch this, man. I'm gonna call a ball and motherfucking strike a strike. Y'all was in line based out of fear. See, I'm proud of my homies that wasn't CCO and say, man, I'm a Crip and I'm gonna do the fuck I want to do. But when they got to that pen though, they knew they had to follow. It's a protocol you got to follow. I don't care what nobody says, it's a protocol, right? I brought this in my homie in Gangster in here, right? I said this one time on my show, on that clipping you put in. Second time I come to 4800, I come in there, there's a blue note up in there. He thinking I'm finna be tripping. He immediately got that gangster. Hey man, get that bam, holler bam. Gangster holler, man. This ain't personal. This business, penitentiary shit. This ain't 48 shit. You feel me? What I'm saying? I wouldn't want to put my homies in something that they wasn't a participant in. Them dudes, watch this, man. I'm proud when I was a gang member to say, hey, I ain't had to. My mama send me some money, gangster send me some motherfucking money, Melly Mill send me some money. I ain't got the line saying going to the store because I got to give a motherfucking percentage of my motherfucking money. So I'm gonna keep it 100 with some shit. So it ain't that you organized, the Emmy organized. They so organized they made his fat funky ass give it away his shit so he can be somebody in some shit. You understand what I'm saying? That dude and that brother, that's what I don't like. Every time that dude throw lugs at us or think he know about how black gangs is conducting themselves, he got a brother co-signing that shit. Listen to me, man. It was a lot of non-affiliated brothers in that county jail robbing people. I knew a whole lot of Bloods walk the main line before the gang marches was on,
That's
man.
what I was gonna say. How can a blood hide in the county jail if it's a
Watch
Stanley
this,
Pitts or
man.
Putin? He said all the
Listen to me,
Bloods was
man.
locked
Listen
up
to me,
because they
man.
couldn't walk the
Didn't
main
I
line.
tell you when me and Big Ann was on our way to the pen, Joe Valentine was in the 4300 with us on the 4,000 floor with a red rag. Listen to me, man. That dude, watch this, man. Don't no real soldier fuck with another real soldier. When you done went through the battlefields and you earned your motherfucking stripes, motherfucker know you ain't no punk, you ain't gonna get fucked with. You feel what I'm saying? That dude, watch this, man. That dude, I don't expect no motherfucker to cut me if I'm cuffed up. I ain't gonna watch this. Yeah, Damoos did some low shit in there. When they was tripping on Crips, we cuffed up, they'd walk off. But not all Damoos was like that. I couldn't get mad at all Damoos. You understand what I'm saying? Crips had ran a rain up in there because motherfuckers was, watch this, man. Society made motherfuckers afraid of us. We didn't do nothing. We did our thing. We did what every other gang member did. We did what we had to do is just make our gang stronger, make motherfuckers afraid of us. But society made them afraid of us. You understand? This motherfucking American Buster, this motherfucker even tried to make Charleston White square as the face of the Crips. He said, man, this dude, ain't he 50? He from the Rolling 60 time out. He ain't from no motherfucking way. He from a snitch gang, man. What the fuck you talking about? You feel me? This dude, he watch this, man. I learned this from you, Melly Mill. Motherfuckers get on YouTube and they say shit, clout chasing just to create some controversy. You understand what I'm saying? When I seen that, when you sent it to me, it fucked me up, man. I went outside. Barbara, this first time Barbara didn't get mad. She said, go on outside and look at that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Listen to me, man. It was a trip on how this dude always got some. You said it best. Spin doctor. He tried to spin some shit. You feel me? Watch this, man. When I was going to the county jail, Cubans fucked with us. The Cubans was fucking with us. They wasn't fucking with the Hispanics. They was fucking with us. By the time I had 8, 9 years in prison, guess who the Cubans was running with when they got to prison? They was running with the Chicanos. They fell up under they bylaws. Everybody got an individual cars. Just like when they finally watch this, Melly Mill, that dude was talking so much shit about the county jail. And gangster tell you this: 4700 had the small Crip sets over there. They only had 2 rows, right? On the side was Mexicans and woods, right? Why wasn't no problems over there? Now you think them police would have put them motherfuckers over there, and then they think they could have rushed up the homies in 4800? We was just gonna sit back and allow that shit to happen? Hell no. Anybody can watch this, and it ain't gangster when you go into a different country bombing the motherfucker. That's bulliness. That's being a bully when you pressing on some motherfuckers that can't defend themselves. You understand what I'm saying? That dude, he got a way out ass habit, man, of speaking on Crip shit and blood shit. And I'm a non-active gang member today, man. I believe in peace for every community, right? That race, watch
That's
this,
why,
man.
Bam, it's important. It's important that we don't have a short temper, but we do need to have a quick reaction to the BS, because people who can't communicate think everything. They think everything is an argument. He want to argue with us.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? And some people
But he
oblige
argued
you by arguing with him, but you don't argue with him. You don't emotionally respond. You intellectually react to what's being
man.
said and give it
You
and give
intellectually
give
beat his ass
examples
up
and
with
show
facts.
context to why we believe, and we roll the way we roll. But I believe that 4800 was illegal, man. We should have filed a class action lawsuit because they locked us up. They locked no other group of individuals up like that.
Well, watch this. And I guarantee you, anybody would have had the intelligence. They had the intelligence, just because you got like 602 type of shit you can write them up in the county with. I guarantee you, first thing they would have said, because see, what don't nobody know when you go to prison, there's no prison that's not supposed to be segregated.
No.
Prison do not, you feel me? Listen to me, man. That dude, I'm gonna just throw this at you, man, before I forget it. Prison politics didn't create the war. Mexicans and blacks war on the streets. Crack cocaine created that motherfucking war. If crack wouldn't have hit the cities of Los Angeles and these ghettos. I'm really speaking of where we from. Los Angeles, blacks and Mexicans still would have been coexisting real tough with each other in the community.
Give it a little more detail to what you're saying, Bam. Explain it just a little bit better.
I ain't talking about what they were saying when this particular set stumbled up on the dope, because if I'd have stumbled up on it, Gangsta and Kirk and Turtle, all y'all would have been mad at me too, because I'd have took that shit too. You feel me? And when it parlayed and got me, some motherfucker did me, right?
Right.
You can't get mad at what a motherfucker do, what you know you gonna do. You feel me? They stumbled up on a good one. But what I'm saying is, our older homies didn't teach us how to put a syringe in our arm. They pumped the fear of God in us that we shot have around there was gonna beat the shit out of us. They'd rather see us smoke some dust and some sherm and some weed and drink than shoot Heron. Veteranos, which is OGs in Spanish. Veteranos gave the Spanish the knife and the syringe and shoot you some dope. Be a dope fiend. And that crack academic came, and motherfuckers who got the power with the sack, you feel me? It came. Because watch this, man. If you ever read any book or hear any high-powered image member drop out, they speak highly of Crips. They speak highly of Crips, man. Why they speak highly of Crips?
Bam. I got a picture today. With the MA and the BGF taking a picture together. I don't know. They was in San Quentin when that happened.
Listen to me, man. When they started the shit in 1982 up in San Quentin, man, had that ride, man. They took off on everything black. When race shit happened in prison, you're no longer a Crip of blood or Jama. You're a black man and you got to defend your motherfucking self. But it's not personal, it's just business. Because I'd rather get you than let you get me. That's what people don't get either. Dudes like American Cholo, and I bet anything I got, Melly Mill, he never walked the yard like me and Gangsta. He wasn't on them vicious ass yards.
Did that.
Listen to me. He wasn't on them yards. He wasn't on them yards. See, I was there before I came home, man. They started letting a lot of Emmy out the shoe, right? And football will tell you this. Football pulled me to the yard on the yard. He say, "Hey, big homie, the Emmy down here, they say they want to start playing basketball with us." Oh no, we ain't doing that. We don't do that. Here you get certain Crip dudes, certain Damoos that because they trying to get a date. I understand you need a date, but you ain't finna put me at risk. We can't play basketball against each other peacefully. Now, how do you think this gonna happen playing with them? Because I explained the football, say they trying to use you to
and say he only did time in CYA.
Man, that probably was Ventura. You feel me? Listen to me. That dude soft, man. That dude soft. That dude, no, I'm gonna call a ball of strike. He's a fucking racist. You understand what I'm saying? He think he's very intelligent. But listen to me, man. Blacks and Hispanics. Watch this. The homie on here, he'll tell you. Gangsta in the car club that now got a gang of Hispanics in it. The
Right.
motherfuckers look at G like that's their brother.
Right.
That's their brother.
Oh,
Every
yeah,
time
I've been around it.
Listen to me. Every time I go somewhere and I run into any Hispanic Majestics, I'm like, yeah, man, that motherfucker clean. He don't ask me if I know any other brother. It's always gangster twin. I guess they know a Compton motherfucker when they see him. I don't know, right? And we end up having a normal conversation. But watch this. Why is it dudes that really grew up, Hispanics that really grew up around brothers, don't act like American Buster? Don't act like Gunner and them. Look at the difference, man. They knew it wasn't personal. It was business what transpired. You understand what I'm saying? But hey, man, we're going to do our thing. We still can be friends. We can be friends, Melly Mel. This is what people don't know. I just had to tell this dumbass dude on my show. I said, man, you so much with the power of somebody. I throw a challenge at you. I've been wanting to have a sit down with the inner city youth for the longest, and I want the Hispanic kids there. Won't you come and be a part of it, American Cholo? Since you want all this unity and no bullshit. See, one minute he's Steven Seagal on his show, then the next minute he want to be Bill Clinton. He want to talk humble and shit. No, man, stop. You in hell, motherfucker. I don't want to hear that shit. You understand what I'm saying? The dude throw lugs and daggers, and he try to spin shit to make it look like he know every motherfucker thing.
He got a white ideology. He got a white ideology, white supremacy point of view, because what he does is what's called a gaslighting. It's a psychological manipulation of which the abuser attempts to sow self-doubt and confusion in the people that's listening. That's what he does. He does that every time he comes on, and then he brings on this guy Jinx with Drinks or whatever his name was. He was a black guy, but
who's that?
I'm quite sure he would, but he's not. He was a brother, but he don't understand the Damu and Kiwi culture. You know what I'm saying? You can be a brother, and just because you black don't make you understand that culture. You understand? You have to bring a person out of them section and out of them circumstances in order to better explain what that mindset is. A civilian can't do that. I don't care if they just would, and they just stick to this. Hey, I lived in the neighborhood. I'm gonna live in. I lived in the neighborhood. Stick to that.
His parents had him so far away from the gutter. Had him. That's when Hollywood was half-ass decent. She had them so far away, you couldn't have paid him to want to come to watch the Compton, homie. Let alone the west side and not the east side. I'm gonna keep it 100. See, watch this, Melly Mill. And I had just told some of my little homies this, Redbird, my little nephew, named this one day, right? When we was really banging, me, you gangster children, and we didn't nobody have cars. We rode the bus. We were going downtown. Yeah, sometimes we went down there with our girls.
We rode the bus downtown to the Pike to everywhere.
Watch this. They had an arcade downtown. That was for the Hispanics. And blacks used to go there and we would never fall out. And you take your girl to the arcade. You understand what I'm saying? I used to love to see them essays. Had their little bandanas hanging out their khakis with their pillows on, appendages button all the way up to the motherfucking throat. You understand, to their neck. You understand what I'm
with
saying?
Their hair combed back. They never. When did they adapt the bald head? Because they used to wear their hair combed backwards.
Hey, watch this, man. I hate to say this, and I don't want nobody to ever think I'm being a racist. People emulate us. They emulate us. Hey, Charles Barkley, Michael Jordan, when they said they started wearing bald heads just faded on in. Look at every time I see Gangsta, I laugh. Because last time I seen Gangsta, man, he had waves in his shit. Now he's shaving his shit. You feel me? So I laugh. It's like, hey, all right, my homie, he's shaving his shit. That's why I love to see Chug. Chug gonna keep some hair, right? My girl be asking me, won't you shave? Said, I don't want to be straight bald. I ain't Kojak. Shit, I ain't Louis Gossip. I ain't none of them. I don't want to be like that. Right, but everybody, they emulate us, man. Watch this, homie. They emulate us. Yet they turn around and say, well, we trying to be like them. Or oldies is us. If you want to believe that you got the oldies, believe it. But who sings the motherfucking oldies? Who sing them?
The first time I seen the Ballheads band was when Tookie and them got kicked out of Factory Brookers and Bandon and wound up on Pine and Santa Fe. And then I seen Mac Thomas and them, Bush them. All them dudes are sporting Ballheads. So it kind of, the trend picked up from
when
there.
we start calling them Crip Ballheads. Because my first day at Centennial, me and Bebe and them went to Centennial, man. Freddie F. Shaw cut all our hair off. We went to Centennial with Crip Ballhead, man. I had on blue ace dudes and everything with a ballhead, man, and khaki suit. You understand what I'm saying? That was the thing. Then back in the 90s, motherfuckers called, man, I'm getting to Louisville. You feel me?
And the Pyrus was known for having the Arbin patch.
In their hair.
Patch in their hair. Remember that? I know Cynthia remembers it.
So you got to look at it, man. That dude sit up and talk a whole lot of shit, man. I'm gonna share something with you, man. I was in a lot of rides in the pen with Hispanics and Woods, right? I ain't hate them. It's just because it was business, right? And every soldier gonna respect the soldier, no matter what color he is, or where he's from. I don't want to be offended, disrespectful to nobody. But a whole lot of Hispanics told me, hey man, you see why we PCing up in this motherfucker? We don't be wanting to do what we doing. You feel me? See, that's the difference between us and them. A lot of brothers can go in there and think on their own, even though they might, you can still follow a structure, but you can think on your own. See, American Cholo, see, why he scared his ass good enough that he knew if he'd went in the pen, he probably would have had his wrist would have been broke, man. I hate to say that, right? You know, I'm gonna keep it because I don't like racists, man. I don't give a fuck if you, whatever you, I don't like a racist, right? And he tried.
What up, baby Crazo?
He tried to create racial tension on YouTube, and he get these house niggas to come on this show, and they co-sign everything he say. They co-sign. That's why I don't like that dude AD on No Jumper. He put
what's his deal, man? What's his deal?
Hey, I don't even know that they say he from Compton. He sure don't act like it. Shit, I didn't know we act like that in Compton. Man, I thought we stood up for ourselves and people out of Compton. Shit. You know, he ain't no friend of mine. No, he's to me, he's soft. You feel me? He's soft. Because watch this. He could have came on Kev Mack and Melly Mel could have been the host and had Bam there. I wasn't gonna rush him for you calling us coons and niggas, but the first thing would have came out my mouth. I'd have been doing this, and I'd have asked you and Kev Mack, could I do it first before y'all see it? Hey man, you finna apologize to us, dude, or you need to leave. But you finna apologize to us. You're gonna apologize to the black community for calling us coons, calling us niggas. Then he turned around and did this. Oh man, I call him saying coon because it was like I thought that's what y'all call each other's Uncle Toms. Stop doing that, man. Stop doing that. And then he's so caught up in the studio myth about shit. I love for a motherfucker call me Uncle Tom because they don't know what the real Uncle Tom was. You understand what I'm saying? So it's dudes like that, man, that what makes society.
Click the link, G. Click the link. The
now
link is in the chat, G.
Now watch this. Why every time Cynthia Nunn gives somebody at that park, every time Boo or Artie them get some, Bo and them get somebody at the park, there's a whole lot of Hispanic kids there too getting their backpacks.
Cynthia, man, when I've been up there with Cynthia, man, there's more Hispanic kids coming to get stuff from Cynthia than any other type of group of kids.
I'm throwing an example at you, Melly Mel, but he was on a show one time saying, yeah, man, we got him coming all the way from South Central. You know how I feel about people when they say in Los Angeles, South Central, right? But he only had his people coming because he don't give a fuck about no black person. He gonna kiss a white man ass as long as he can get what he wants to. I lost a video. I'm gonna show you the type of dude he is, man. I lost a video. And I had to go, I accidentally deleted it, right? And then saying got at me, so man, the video gone. I was doing this shit all the way from 2:30 this morning when I got off work at 3:30 to about 9 this morning getting this video. What's up, G? Right?
What's up? What's up, Cuzzo? What's up,
You
man?
got it, homie.
What's going on with you, G?
I'm
Man,
trying to get it back.
I'm sitting here listening to y'all talking about this scary ass, nobody, busted bitch ass motherfucker. Like Bam said, he went to YA and was scared straight after that. A nigga that probably ain't been to the county jail, ain't been to the penitentiary, but he want to talk about the pen in the county. You ain't even never been there.
You feel me? That's the shit I be trying to say, Melly. And listen to me, man. This dude talk all this penitentiary politics. This is just my opinion. Penitentiary politics is only 10% on the streets. Cause I ain't seen damn motherfucker from Compton Crip come from no set from Compton Crip come with some street politics saying, hey, yeah, we finna go in this Hispanic hood, this white hood, and get this killing motherfuckers. I ain't seen that.
This motherfucker don't know nothing about no penitentiary politics, man. Only thing he knows is what some dumb motherfucker told him, huh?
Man, you feel me? And that shit, it ain't cool. I tell you, man, words can kill people, man. And that propaganda, he's a propaganda machine, right? And watch this. I can honestly say this: 55% of the Crips that be on YouTube, I'm saying the ones from where I'm from, hey, shit, we know we solid. But half of them that be on, the majority of them that got on these platforms, they ain't ever approved, man.
Do you think Tariq Nasheed should have lowered himself?
Check this out.
Go ahead.
Motherfucker, these dumb ass niggas that he be having on this show ain't nobody.
Man,
they don't know nothing, homie. Where they from?
Bro,
where the fuck they from,
listen to me.
You know what I'm saying? They don't know the motherfucker. They don't know Crip or Jamu or blood politics.
Man,
it's different if you got a reputable motherfucker on there that been there and done that, and you know what I'm saying. He didn't live that life.
Man.
But you got some square ass busted niggas on there.
And co-signing everything that fool's saying, man. That should be.
Let me ask you both a question. Do you think Tariq Nasheed should have lowered himself to a American Cholo, being that here's a guy that's do all these documentaries, Hidden Colors and all this, and he lowered himself down to I don't know if he thought he was doing the right thing, but I thought that was just a little odd to me.
Well, he did think he was doing the right thing. Hold up, man. He thought he was doing the right thing, but he belittled himself because he put himself on that dude level, man. He gave that dude power, you know?
Hey, that motherfucker is a nobody. This motherfucker, you ain't nobody. And if the shit go down, you ain't gonna be involved in it.
He only gonna be on a podcast talking that shit. You feel me?
Come on, hey, homie. Ain't no way I would. That motherfucker there could tell me nothing.
Man.
You know what I'm saying, homie? He ain't even on, homie. He's not even on our level, homie.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? This nigga ain't nothing but a little pussy. This motherfucker ain't nothing but a little pussy, man.
Man, you know, and that's the fucked up part. It's the real. That's keeping it 100.
You know, homie. Look, you know me. I ain't pulling no punches, homie.
That's
right. You know what I'm saying? I fuck politically correct. Fuck all that, bitch, motherfucker. You's a bitch, and you on here just trying to start some bullshit.
Man, you know, and that's what a lot of them hear.
He ain't got no business at all speaking on Crip or blood politics, period, homie.
Man, she G things like that thing, right?
On us, homie.
I get offended, Melly Mel, when dudes get on this YouTube that ain't no Crip and no blood and got something to say about how this is how Crips and Bloods is doing and all that. Hold them up. You ain't on no Crip and no Damu. You ain't got no. How the fuck you know this is what we do? You feel me?
And especially when the motherfucker is a bitch and you know he a bitch.
Come on, man. Because I said it on my last one.
I totally disagree. I totally disagree with that part when he talked about Bloods can't walk the main line. I was on the main line with Terry Goodell. Wasn't nobody saying nothing to him.
Listen to me, man. He going by what somebody telling him. Like G
Anybody
said, going
that's
by
in the
somebody
county
telling him.
jail, even before 4,800, what you think the Bloods are 4,300? Where the fuck you think they was at?
Because they
On the
chilling
main
with
line.
them PC. You feel me?
They was on the
They just
main. Nigga, we were
watch
at
that
home.
shit.
We used to squabble up with them all the time. They wasn't going nowhere, and we wasn't going nowhere.
Going nowhere, man. You feel me? That dude.
He
listen
also
to me,
had
man.
Skip Townsend on there, Bam. G.
Watch this. I
On what?
like Skip, right? I
American
like.
Cholo?
Watch this. I
Why
like
the
Skip,
fuck would
right?
Skip go talk to that dummy?
Watch this. I like Skip, right?
We have to
I
call
like
Skip.
Skip. I
Hey,
brought that
homie,
up on
hey,
one of my
listen.
shows one time. I like Skip
But
Townsend. I
listen.
respect that brother. But I really thought Skip was gonna really tell him, hey man, you owe us a motherfucking apology. But then
Man, y'all get
watch
away,
this.
homie.
Gangster just said something that made sense. Hey man, because you might be known from where you from. You ain't cut from the same motherfucking cloth I'm cut from. I'm cut from a real hood cloth. Not just no
That
Crip cloth,
motherfucker
hood cloth.
He ain't,
You feel me?
He not even no motherfucking cholo.
Yeah,
He ain't no motherfucking cholo.
He probably gave Skip a few dollars though.
What I'm
Thinking
saying,
that was gonna be a pacifier to the black community. You feel me? That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but I was kind of surprised to see that man on there, right?
I don't see why no brother would go on this show, period, homie. For what?
Yeah.
He ain't nobody, homie. The motherfuckers really validating that fool going on his show, man.
That's what they doing.
He know he gonna get a gang of views and a gang of likes if real niggas come on there. I mean real brothers. If real brothers go on there.
I think he manipulated it. Because the dude AD claimed he from Lantana.
AD is from Lantana, but AD just over there, homie. He getting that check. He doing whatever, he over there getting that check.
We need to get some form of integrity in him, though,
So
man.
at the end of the day, ain't no money on earth worth your integrity.
Man,
You know what
feel
I'm
me?
saying?
He need to find some integrity. Watch this. And he from a reputable set too. CC Riders don't get down like that. We don't get down like that, Melly Mill. We don't get. Watch this. Even when I was CCO, and I knew I 9 out of 10 when I was going back down to that module, I wasn't dependent on gangster them to defend me because I knew what was gonna be in their gang blue notes, right? I knew how to make a motherfucking key sue. I knew how to protect my motherfucking self. You feel me?
Yeah, but
these dudes, and I ain't gonna let no motherfucker get.
Shout out to my boy Ghost out of DC. What's up, Ghost?
Hey, at the end of the day, though, nigga, CC Rider, nigga.
I knew that, G. That's what I'm saying is, I knew how to. I was just coming from that.
It don't matter what it was, nigga. You still from Compton.
Yeah, you know, motherfuckers need to understand, man. They going on this dude's show, and they showing lack of integrity to me, and lack of what they are, what they trying to represent, right? Because you're not. Watch this, man. I ain't from Santana, so you think a motherfucker come to my job on the patio right now and say, yeah, man, I don't fuck with gangster Melly Mel. Wait, what's up, man? What you talking about? Where this come from? They're my homies. I'm going to correct him. Then I'm going to go in the room and call y'all, hoping y'all pull up. You feel me? But he's going to get confronted on that. And that's what they posed. I ain't saying they supposed to put hands on that dude, because I believe he'll do some Charleston White shit. He rolled up in no jumper. Watch this. He rode no jumper with an entourage, man. So he the one that was afraid. That wasn't nobody else.
Yeah, exactly. He was afraid. And I would have told him,
Let me ask you this, G. Let me ask you this. Why AD don't give us the opportunity to come down there and sit down and talk? I mean, since he got
I don't know why. I had got at the boy suicide, because that's AD Uncle, the boy suicide from Lantana.
Oh, is that right?
He's supposed to have been hooking the shit up. Yeah, he's supposed to have been hooking it up, but I ain't heard nothing.
And watch this. And I'm gonna throw a challenge out to the homie right now, since he's from Lantana and the homie voting saying he a real one. Hey, get these real riders on there. Let us confront this real issue on some shit. Because from where you sitting in, homie, Hey, that ain't Marcellus, that ain't old man, that ain't Stan, that ain't Chris and them. Get down, man, and Dante and them, get in. We Crips don't bow down and submit to nothing. To nothing. I ain't on no gang shit today, but I'm just talking it. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a man before I'm anything, man. I'm a man first. Them dudes.
A nigga ain't on no gang shit, but a nigga still ain't gonna accept no disrespect.
Shout out to Bodacious.
Yeah, you know, but listen to me, man.
Jump in there, Bodacious.
Because when it come to that prison shit, Melly Mill, and when I was in that county while Gangsta then was in TS, I was in that county, right? Listen to me, man. You know who was having more fights in the motherfucking county when I first went to the pen? 8 Trays in the 60s and the Hoovers and 9-0s, man. For us to catch a Damu, for us to catch a Damu was like it was a gift. But watch this. I ain't never seen nobody rush Stanley up in that motherfucker being from DNG. You feel me? Listen to me. Motherfuckers, watch this. Every motherfucker know who to rush and who not to rush, man. You understand what I'm saying? That's just like when I first get to Tracy Frog Show. That was Damu headquarters, man. BL started there. Damu Rooster started there. A dude from West Side Peru come to my door, Ricky Duncan, and did this. He say, hey, Sherwood, man, we ain't gonna have no problems, huh? I'm like, what you talking about? Because he thinking how we was at Centennial. Watch this. Alatola Moore wasn't only Damu on the line, man, when I ran that yard, man. It was a whole lot of Compton Pirus I allowed to come back on that yard. I just told y'all, don't wear your rags, man. Then you put me in something. You feel me? Just don't have your colors, man. But you'll get a whole lot of Crips that was in 4800 with gangsters that came to the pen later on in the game talking about, yeah, we was in Tracy and we ran the Damus. Like, you wasn't there, man. Don't try to get that credit. You feel me? And the majority of the riffs that was really putting the work in Tracy at this time was me, Tim, and Reese Cup. You feel me? You know? But yeah, man, listen to me, man. That's how y'all got to see it, man. American Cholo just trying to create some racial tension. He's a Chicano Charleston White. All right, thank you.
Hey, homie, God, y'all, homie. I wouldn't even mention that motherfucking name no more, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Melly.
Yeah.
If I was y'all, I wouldn't even mention that motherfucking name no more.
That's right. I got you. Thank you.
Which one? There's so many. Charleston White, American Cholo. Which one?
Hey, watch this. I'm gonna show you something.
See, both of them. Both of them is. Look,
a Hispanic dude just gave me this, man. A Hispanic dude just gave me this. I wish he would have got on here if I can show American Cholo. This is what the roster just gave me. You feel me?
He gave you some Johnny Walker Black.
Yeah, early birthday drink, man. You know?
Yeah, that's right.
But listen to me, man. Watch this, man. Dudes that manipulate and they got a fan club that follow their manipulation, it bothers me, right? But watch this. Even when I first, like when Turtle first came to Tracy, everybody thought me and Turtle was on Clash. When I first went to 48, everybody thought me and Gangsta was on Clash. You know what I'm saying? Then they started getting jealous. Gangsta just only nigga he'd get a dice to was me. And I'm up in there cutting. You feel me? It was something about CC Riders. We knew we didn't clash over power. We always knew we was equal, and everybody knew their positions. It was outside of their position, Melly Mill, like I say, right? AD might be from Lantana. But right now, man, he putting the black face on Compton. I ain't gonna say Lantana on Compton.
I think
he should have checked that, dude.
I think that a lot of people, in regards to 4800 and Compton, the Compton card period, I think a lot of people was jealous the way Compton was able to vote Tron up. In any circumstance or situation,
Gangsta might not want to admit to this, and I don't want nobody to think I'm this like my motherfucking brother. Shit, you feel me? Gangsta and Marcellus created something real tough in there, and it was structure based like CCO Blue Note, but more like CCO. You feel me? Listen, I'm gonna keep it 100. You feel me? I'm gonna keep it 100. You had homies that was mad at certain Comptons that were CCOs, but they wasn't doing what other Crips was doing to some of their homies. Like, man, fuck you, I don't want to fuck with you. Our homies, gangsta them didn't turn their backs on us. They still loved us up in that margin. You feel me? They loved us up in that margin. Hey, watch this, man. Gangsta on the motherfucking side. I used to see walking around 4800, homie, in some house shoes. I used to get mad and motherfucker at that shit, right? Mad and motherfucker. What the fuck my homeboy doing, man? But watch this. When I came down from the pen, when he said he made about 30, 40,000, he did that because I got looked out for in there. He looked out every time I was there. He was there. I got broke off. I'm going back to the pen with some money, some fresh shoes. But watch this. The structure that they created in there show this is the structure that's supposed to be in effect in Compton right today, where there ain't no beefing at each other. You seen Palmers and the Souths in there coexisting and living with each other. You seen hoods in Compton that's beefing, that shit couldn't go down in jail. You understand what I'm saying? So CC Rider was in effect, and CC Rider need to get put back in effect. We ain't gonna blame. Watch this. I'm tired of motherfuckers blaming something on the OG. Don't point to it, because every motherfucker say they're a G.
You know what? Hey, Bam. You know what I came to realize, homie, is that they can't say OG, homie, because there's BGs, OBGs, and OTGs that's up under us, homie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when we was gone, what was they role?
Man.
You know? So you know most OGs, homie, they either dead in jail or they done went on with their lives.
You feel me?
So you can't. I'm gonna tell you what fucked everything up, homie. Hip hop.
Man, I'd go for that. I'm gonna tell you
because look, homie, they fucked up the dress code. They fucked up the culture. They fucked up our whole culture, homie. By these youngsters trying to follow these little, I call them bitch motherfuckers in these skinny jeans. You know, they forgot our dress code, homie. We was that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hip hop fucked up a whole lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? After the 2000s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All the way up until like 2000, 2001, hip hop was good, homie. And
you see how he's saying that, right, Melly Mill? Now watch this. Gangsta come to the pen like 10 years after I was there, right? Gangsta in them eras knew what they had to play with up in that motherfucker. Gangsta knew he had a squabble, but Gangsta also knew what he also needed beside his sack. He needed that metal, that key suit. This era going to prison now, that era going to prison now, Melly Mill, first thing they want is a phone. Let me get me a phone.
If they got a phone, they don't even go to the yard, do they?
Watch this. They don't go to the yard. Then watch this. Some American Cholo should have brought this up. All sizes like that now. All they want is a phone. They don't want no drama on the yard because they don't want to lose their phone.
Exactly. That's all they want is a phone.
Listen, let me get me a motherfucking phone, man. My homie got a phone. I can get him. You feel me?
Hey, motherfuckers be calling me, I need $1,200 for a phone. Nigga, I'm not in the dope game, nigga.
Shit. Hey, man, that's why I love Redbird and my homie Bond and Bone there, man. Every time somebody called me and asked me for some money, hey, homie, I've been in jail all your life. You ain't never seen me a dime. I don't put minutes on my phone, and I ain't paying nobody no money. You feel me? You had to be a certain motherfucker to get some money from me in the pen. You feel me?
Yeah.
I looked out. I came home and looked out. But listen to me, man.
Yeah.
Compton built me, and the prison helped make me who the fuck I am. It opened my eyes to some shit. Do I regret being a Crip? Hell no, I love being a Crip. When I gang bang, I bang, man. I wasn't like my homies Gangsta and Turtle and them. I ain't have a whole lot of low riders, so I did a lot of walking. I walked well, but I walked in neighborhoods. I was like Stanley Pitts. I'm gonna do a whole lot of walking and riding on a bike, but I'm gonna get to where I'm getting to and ain't gonna have no problem. So I was one of them little niggas. When I was in the pen, standing in front of the canteen in Folsom when Folsom was a war zone, robbing motherfuckers. Just me. Yeah, I might have had 150,000 other Crips behind me, but watch this. I was taking their shit. So I knew how to stay down for myself. In my head, I went in as a young dude. So I was in there saying, I want to be just as hard as what they say Raymond was, right? I want sumo on them to look at me like my little homie with the business. But in reality,
Man, one of the
sumo ain't
last
like
time
that.
you seen Raymond was in the county jail, right?
Yeah, 26. I was in 2600. A nigga gave me a black eye named Mark from Fort Trey. Me and him stole a Mexican dude candy, man. And I started eating it. Nigga fired on me, and I fired back. He wanted to fight. Raymond coming from court, right? We walking to the dining hall. Raymond and Big Heron coming from court. This is 79. Raymond seen my eye. Mark started trying to explain shit, right? Raymond them took that nigga 26, 28, man, and beat this. County used to give you big bars with lot of soap, green lot of soap.
I remember that.
They used to start whooping that nigga so bad, but they didn't whoop his ass because I lost the fight. They whooped his ass because the nigga was teaching me some fucked up shit, how to steal.
Yeah.
That stealing from that Mexican could have started a race thing. Listen to me, Mexican. When I first went to the county in 78, man, Mexicans used to sit at the table and gamble with us. High power white boys that was ABs that came down from the pen and brothers knew them from the pen. They sat at these tables and it wasn't nothing but respect thing. Yeah, watch this, man. White boys wasn't the only motherfuckers getting robbed in there. I just wasn't a part of being a robber. I couldn't see me, you, and gangster robbing the motherfucker one pair of Pumas. You feel me? I don't need Pumas. You gonna wear one, I wear 7.5. So I know gangster wearing about a 10 and you wearing a 12, man. So you can't fit them.
Hey, homie, motherfuckers was getting robbed in that county, boy.
And that's not, man, when they created them modules, that's what I say it again. Now, when they created them game modules, Melly Mill, it created a different breed of jackets. They wasn't Crips and Bloods jacket. Because we in the module.
Yeah,
we in the module.
Oh, wait, homie, white boys didn't have a chance, homie. You know what I'm saying? They
so let me ask y'all both a question, man. And this is coming from Dog, man. He said the Mexican community outside of Bangor has no reason to alliance with black people. They have grocery stores, clinics, etc. They have become economically stronger than black people. Is that a true statement?
No.
Yeah, that's a true statement.
No,
it's a true statement as far as listen, it's a true statement as far as the businesses, but it ain't no true statement as far as money overall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let me share this with you,
when it comes to money overall, we got too many rich black motherfuckers. Too many.
And they just don't know how to share the motherfucking wealth, right?
Yeah, exactly. When it comes to
I ain't got for 10 more minutes. I got like 5 more minutes, Melly. I got to clock in. This fine.
Hey, nigga, it ain't count time, nigga.
I'm at work, brother. I'm at work.
You at work? Oh, okay.
I'm at work, gang. I'm at the building. I love my job.
Hey, Ben, before you go, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If somebody gave you, which one would you take? Because I believe time is more important than money. And the reason why I believe that, because if somebody gave you $1 million, but they said if you accept $1 million, you got to die tomorrow. Which one you picking?
Watch this. I done smoked. Watch this, Melly. And you and Gangster might already know this. I didn't touch some money, but I done smoked up $1 million, so I can get that at any given time.
That's what I'm saying, though, Gangster. Which one would you pick? Keep on living, because that's time, or take the $1 million.
I'm gonna keep on living.
Only a dummy gonna take the money.
You feel Hey, Gangster, Melly Mill, I love y'all, cuz I got to get up out of here, man.
All right, the bam. Shout out to the bam.
Yeah, y'all stay up, man. Let me get in there and clock in.
Yeah, hey, Melly, only a dummy gonna take the money.
That's true. I just put that out there because people make money. They make money so much of a priority. They don't know there's other priorities as well. Health, time.
Yeah, that's some bullshit, man. Hey, you man, what you think about Kanye, dumbass, man?
I think Kanye, man, is the craziest man in the world. I mean, because I think what he does, though, this is my opinion, I think he wants attention. He know how to grab attention, and sometimes he goes a little too far with it.
I don't even think it's about attention, man. He try the attention he want is them white folks' attention, not ours, don't.
Yeah. That's exactly who he's trying to get attention.
Yeah, the white he getting, look, me myself, I know that this nigga done sold his soul, homie.
Oh yeah, he beyond that. He beyond return. You know what I
And
mean? He's out there.
and hey, and you know, hey, and you man, I ain't gonna say it out loud, but we know what the sacrifice was, homie.
Yeah.
On some real shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he seemed to be comfortable with that sacrifice too.
You know? Yeah, yeah. But at the end of the day, man, it don't matter what you got, homie. When you go, you can't take it with you.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? And
Elon Musk. Somebody say Elon Musk is his mom.
Yeah, hey. And if he could take the money with him, all it'll do is burn up where he going. Shit. Bullshit ain't nothing. Shit.
Right.
Hey, but that American Cholo, homie, y'all gotta stop even giving that motherfucker any attention, homie. Cause all the motherfucker doing is by y'all giving this motherfucker attention, y'all helping to blow him up more and more, man. Huh?
Yeah, exactly. Because he thrives. His whole show is a couple of guys out there. Their whole show is based on what black people do. Because we're culture. We drive the culture. We drive the hip hop. We drive the movie industry, fashion, all forms of entertainment. We pretty much are the driving force to it because
man, we already know. Look, just like the dumb motherfucker out about, I don't want to be signing no black label. Motherfucker, ain't nobody gonna sign your dumb ass no way.
No, he can't even rap, man.
But that's what I'm saying. You actually act like somebody really want to sign you or something. You man, come on, man. At the end of the day, homie, when it comes to hip hop, like you say, the industry, period, homie, you know.
That's right, man.
we got to. What you got to do though, Melly? Y'all got to stop responding to them idiots, homie.
You got. I mean, you're right because it only gets people to go over there. It only get people to go over there to run over to their channels and see what it is. You know, you're right.
It ain't nothing but a back and forth that'll never end.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I ain't never even said nothing about it. I'm like, I ain't gonna even give this motherfucker no energy, yo.
Right on, G. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming in, man, and clarifying them things, man, because I think that we need to do this a little quite frequently because we'll know where we stand in alliance with our people, you know what I mean? Because they're definitely doing what they do, you know what I mean? And we got, man, I got tons of Hispanic friends. I love them to death, you know what I mean? Because they treat me right.
Look, we grew up with Hispanics, homie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got some that's a piece of shit and some that ain't shit, but we got a whole lot of them that we fuck with that's cool as fuck.
Right.
You know? But at the end of the day, I'm not even tripping that, homie. I'm tripping us. Blacks need to get that shit together.
True.
You know? We got to get our shit together, man.
True. You know,
facts right there. Motherfuckers keep speaking on them and us. Ain't no them and us. We got to get our shit together. We can't.
Well, we got to understand that race means literally just that. Race is a competition. We're in a competition, and we need to quit being in competition with each other and being in competition with the other people that's taking up all the resources. We need our resources. Right. We can't let what's the guy down there? The homies take all the money for the nonprofits. They getting all the money and then distribute it down to who they want to distribute to. You know, that's unfair.
But listen to this, Melly. I'm gonna tell you, it ain't but one way we can win, Melly.
What? How's that?
Ain't but one way, homie. And that's by us getting our shit together and us putting our motherfucking people in positions of power.
Yes.
If we don't put our people in positions of power to where they making the decisions that affect us, we ain't gonna never win.
You got a point.
No matter what we say or no matter what we do, see, look what happened with down there at the LA City Council.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
But none of our people in a position of power to even be sitting into the meeting. So, just how many other conversations, homie, that you know out there that we'll never hear?
Plenty of them.
That's what I'm saying, man.
You know that guy De Leon from the jump start of the softball league, the gang member softball league, he tried to tear it down from day one. And even though it was going after 4 or 5 years, he kept every season he did the same thing, tried to stop it. You know what I mean?
He a piece of shit. That's because they don't want no brothers coming together. That's all. They'd rather see us killing each other than coming together. You know what I'm saying? You're having a friendly baseball game.
Hopefully they go ahead and just buy out. Take the resign. Go ahead and resign. Get out the way. Let somebody else that can do the job get in there.
No, there ain't no buyout. They ass need to just fucking resign. The shit, that racist shit they're talking about, they just need to get the hell out of there. I think I heard something about Biden saying something about they need to step down too.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. Well, anyway, Jay, I appreciate you coming in, man. I got to jump out here and get some sleep, man. Good looking out, man.
I'm on my way home to get some too. Shit.
You changed your shift?
Yeah, I just left the city. I was in Compton, but yeah, I changed my shift to 4 in the morning to 12:30 in the afternoon.
Oh yeah, you work like I do. Except I start about 2 and get done about 11.
That's all good. All right, baby.
Okay, G, well, shout out to you, man. Tell them where they can find you at, man.
Hey, man, y'all can come check me out at OG ENT TV on YouTube, baby. OG ENT TV.
Shout out to G, man. We talk to you soon, bro.
All right, one love.
One love. Shout out to the American, man. Shout out to the Americans. Shout out to the black people. Shout out to Hispanic people, the white people. I'm talking about the good people because there's good and bad in all people. You know, there's good black people, bad black people, good Mexican, bad black. You know, even the Asian. We can't exclude nobody from that factor. But what we have to do is understand what our position is and understand what we need to be doing in this time and space right here. Now, a lot of people, they don't even realize that they're in New York and New Jersey. They're putting up signs and talking about radiation fields being passed out because they don't know what Russia is possibly getting ready to do. You know what I mean? So we living in a time and space where we so confused and we're so distracted by Charleston Whites and the WAC 100s and American Cholos and all this other stuff that we got going on in our society. We don't even realize that the world is on the brink of a nuclear holocaust. You know what I mean? Hopefully it don't get to that point, but it's possible. You know what I mean? And if we're not prepared for that, then that's a whole nother set of circumstances. You know what I mean? Because that means there's going to be a lot of starvation. There's going to be a lot of bad food supply. Food is not going to be able to get to the grocery store. So it's going to be really literally panic everywhere. So you guys got to be prepared for these things and be understanding that, you know, start buying your water, start buying your stuff that you can put up that you can eat. You don't necessarily have like a 4 or 5 year shelf life or something. You know what I mean? Start stocking up. I noticed Cynthia, she got plenty of canned goods over there where she at. You got canned goods galore. But anyway, you guys got to start paying attention to certain things and less attention to other things, you know, when it comes to people like Charlatan White and Whack and, you know, there's some, and I'm not trying to single them out because they the ones that's on the internet, you know what I mean? And G and Bam say we shouldn't be, you know, following them, but I have to pay attention to everything. I can't leave nothing, you know, I can't leave nothing undone. You know what I mean? There's places we can go like Democracy Now, listen to Democracy Now and NPR and other news outlets that give you a different version besides the cable news channels, the MSNBCs and the and Turner, what is that? CNN stuff, you know what I mean? They and Fox News, they got talking points to which they you know, for they do their shows based on their supporters, the people that give money to the channel. So that's how that news flow over there. So you got to be careful of that. But anyway, I am Professor Melly Mel, the Hood Postman. It was a wonderful chat with them two. You know, both of them was very hyperbolic individuals. You know, sometimes the language don't come out like we want it, but hey, they made their point. Shout out when you speak to you reach one, everyone, homie. That's right, Reach. That's right. Right. So, you know what I mean? But still, they was able to make points. They was able to in their own special way, deliver that punch that we needed to hear. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. We respect them for that, you know. So we're going to continue to do what we do over here. We're going to continue to build, uplift, motivate, and stimulate the people. You know what I mean? Because you got to bring something to the table. We got to bring some real food, some substance, something that you can, you know, that you can really digest. Hit that like button, like Michelle. Say, shout out to Marlena Williams for being up in the chat, doing what she's doing. Don't think I don't be paying attention, Marlena. I mean, you know, I walked and talking to Bubblegum. I see my man asking you how old you are. I didn't know what that was about. I think he trying to, you know, size you up or something. He got something going on, you know. Something going on with Johnny Sullivan. I got to tap in with Johnny because I got to see what's happening with him. You know, he all on in the chat asking you how old you are. None of your business, Johnny. Sit down somewhere. Mike Marks, you know, King Mike Marks, what was you, man? You was supposed to be speaking up, man. What's happening, bro? Man, shout out to everybody, man. William Fletcher, man. Michelle. Keep it bold as always, man. Salute to you, man. God's property. Thank you. Cynthia Nunn, definitely. My sis over there, definitely. You know, Snoopy Mac, what's good, man? Everybody, Rodney Scott, and everybody, my homies, Reach, man. What's going on? Fitzgerald, what's happening, man? Kid Mac videos, you know, this is for sure. What it do, family? You at work, Mike? Cool. Yeah, man. Everybody that tapped in, man, and even Elon Musk tapped in. Nah, I'm just kidding. Somebody say Elon Musk is Kanye's mother. Kenneth Johnson, what's good? Buffalo Soldier, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Dog, man, I appreciate those questions, man. Those questions was very poignant and profound. Dalvin, what's good with you, man? On the D Money, aka D Money himself. What's good, D Money? And Brian Harris, man, definitely like seeing you up in there. You and Ronnie Scott, all you guys, man. You guys keep it real, man. Keep it 100, keep it a band, man. We'll be back tomorrow. That's all I can say. We'll be back tomorrow, man. Until then, man, let's keep elevating, motivating, and stimulating our people, man, and giving our people something that they can really, really bite into.
Proof for grind all the time, baby.
Yeah. Cali Finest, baby. Proof for grind all the time. Music money. Got a dollar sign. Hub City. I'm a street nigga. Streets fuck with.
And before I go, remember I said people can't communicate. They think everything is an argument. That's what people do, man. And remember, man, I don't have a short temper. I have what is called a quick reaction to BS. That's what I have. So a lot of times, things I have to respond to, you know what I mean? Especially when I see people that's using manipulation, like gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation. And we have to cut those people out, in which the abuser attempts. He attempts to sow self-doubt and confusion in the people that's listening. That's what you got a lot of people on the internet. That's what they do. That's not my position. I come to educate. I come to teach. Shout out to Bodacious for dropping in, man. With that being said, Marlena Williams, God's property. Cynthia Dunn, man, y'all go ahead and lock the door. The door is heavy tonight, so you're gonna take all three of y'all to push that thing close. Peace and blessings to everyone. Continue to increase your in knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Purify your hearts and purify your mind. Let your entry be by the gate in honor, and likewise let your exit be by the gate in truth and honor. And may God hold you. Godspeed. Marlena Williams, Cynthia, God's property. Go ahead and lock the door because we are gone.